amazing job. And after, I sent out like a statement saying, looking for people to go to vaccinations. MK, called me, and she said that she knows how to organize it, and then the rest is history, because thanks to MK's efforts and organizational skills, we set the foundations, and it just was really she did just an amazing, job. So you're like one of the best organizers that I've ever met in my whole life. And if you ever would want to move out of Greenburgh, we would call the Greenburgh police, and we would prevent you from moving, because you're such a tremendous asset. You save many lives, in the town through your organizational efforts. Carol Allen chaired the effort. We had so many people, so many volunteers. So it was really one of the highlights of their lives, helping people, and we just can't thank you enough. So I just wanted to present this proclamation from the town of Greenburgh, and also Senator Cousins. Actually, their proclamation's nicer. So if you're going to frame one,
we got to work on that.
Yeah, we have to. So I'd just like to, and I really just can't thank you enough for everything you've done. And I just really thought that instead of just giving you a proclamation at a town board meeting, it would be nice to celebrate Pride Day, today, by asking you to be part of our flag, ceremony. Because
thank you so much. Thank you. I know we're off script a little bit here, but I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for coming out and helping us celebrate this today. This means a lot. I am very much a behind-the-scenes background sort of person, so all of you looking at me is incredibly uncomfortable. But I want to thank Paul for getting us together. I've made some incredible friends and have established some relationships that I hope will continue to be in existence. We've gotten a little lack on Slack lately. I haven't seen quite so many messages back and forth, but I'm still getting the emails. And I wanted to thank, first of all, Carol for getting all of us together and getting us on the same page, and to my wife, who tolerated me cursing Google for hours on end while I tried to figure out how to make it work for 200 plus volunteers. And really, Greenburgh's an amazing community. I've been back now for almost 6 years. I love it. We just refinanced the house, so we're never leaving. And I just want to say thank you for being a part of the community and making it a place where people want to help each other.
Right. You're really a role model for the community. We're really so grateful. It's so easy when you have an idea like the COVID Angels. Everybody says it's a great idea, but it's so hard to do what you did, and together a team of hundreds of volunteers who spent hours and hours and hours, and basically really got practically every senior citizen who called us a vaccination in a timely manner. And there's no question in my mind that without your help, it would not have been successful.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
there you go.
And
wait for my wife. Acknowledge. Back there in the back.
Thank you.
Acknowledge.
And the county executive is here. George, would you like to say anything?
I just want to say that this ceremony is an example of why Greenburgh is the town that it is. Keep in mind that Greenburgh is about, round numbers, 10% of the county. So what happens in Greenburgh matters in every corner of this county. This community has got its arms open wide, embraces everybody as you are, and welcomes you as you are. And probably the only thing I can say that I'm embarrassed about is I don't know.
You can fix that.
You can fix that.
And the values of the homes are going up, and most homes are selling in like a day. So if you want to,
Better hurry up.
that's right. I also wanted to ask MK to. We're going to be doing this every year. We're going to honor someone from, or a few people who are really exceptional as part of our LGBTQ pride ceremonies, and I thought that you could inaugurate a new tradition and be part of our flag raising ceremony. So we have the employee of the hour who is going to help you.
How are you?
Great. And we also have Laken Masterson, and Laken is not able to be here.
She's standing right here.
I'm the twin. I'm the twin. I'm the lead. Go ahead.
Oh, so why don't we have the twin? And nobody, so
You can take it on her.
you can take it on her. Wait, before we do the ceremony, why don't you come here? You could
Yes, please accept on her behalf.
Yeah. So this is. Do you want to say anything on behalf of your twin?
I know Laken would love to be here. She unfortunately had to fly out to California to be with a family member. She's not feeling well, but she appreciates all of you and she appreciates the honor tonight. She's sorry that she can't make it. So thanks everybody.
Are you an identical twin?
I am.
So then, do you know what? You could.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone.
Sounds good.
All right.
And maybe the county executive. Do you want to be going in back of?
I'd be honest.
This is great.
After the flag.
And then we have Francis Sheehan and Gina Jackson. Why don't you? And Carol Allen should also come in, since we would not have a COVID Angels program without you.
That's true, Carol. Come on up.
And we're going to leave this during the month of July. Because at the end of it's almost like over Pride Month, so we'll continue through July. That's right. The difference of the flag that we had and the flag that we just replaced.
Yes, so the flag that we took down was the traditional pride flag. The one that we replaced it with is the Progress Pride flag that was designed by Daniel Quasar in 2018. It is meant to be more inclusive because it includes people of color in our group as well as transgender identities. So it's a more inclusive flag. I've heard there's a new one already making the rounds, so we might be doing a new flag next year, but we are up to date and perfect with the supply. I'm so proud to see Greenburgh stepping forward with progress.
Thank you. Great. Francis or Gina want to say anything?
We're just making so much history these days. It's just, I'm speechless, but it's just so happy to see that this amazing flag that is so inclusive. It really just makes you just think we're really making strides. So I'm just glad to continue to be on the journey.
Would you like to say anything, Liz?
Wait, Francis,
No, I just want to say that we have a town board meeting tonight, and there's lots that goes on ahead of a town board meeting, but I could not miss this because it means so much to me because I didn't want anybody to think, oh, he doesn't care. I care. Our town cares a lot. And so we're calling this the first annual flag raising. And as the supervisor has said, we're going to do this every year. We can't really call it an annual yet because we're calling it a first annual to let everybody know that we're going to continue to do that. And the fact that you came out also means a lot to us because, frankly, we're all on this planet together. And it's so important that we recognize we're not all the same. We're different, and we have to embrace those differences because that's what makes us all better. And by learning about everybody, it makes us even better people. And so I'm so proud to be here, so glad to be part of this. And if you see me running out of here in about 15 minutes, it's only because I have to send out a Zoom link. So I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. So Pride is a celebration of the different ways we love, we look, and we think about ourselves. There are 7 billion people on this planet, and there's no one right way to be human. Life is so much richer when we celebrate our differences, as Francis said. So let's honor each other, learn from each other, and protect each other from narrow-minded people. The Greenburgh Human Rights Advisory Committee has created a space for our residents to share their human experience and how their human experience can be improved, and also how our neighbors, how we can work together to make that happen. And we've created an LGBTQ+ subcommittee led by Dr. Mackenzie Lorario, who's here in the back, and it's doing. Our subcommittee is doing a needs and services assessment of Greenburgh and its river towns. And in addition to services, we need more education and understanding of how allies can be welcoming and gender affirming. More than 15% of the people under 20 in this country identify as LGBTQ+. So the number is growing and we need to learn now. On Saturday, we're throwing a huge Pride celebration in Tarrytown at Patriots Park from 3 to 5:30. We're going to have musical groups, a band, tables from organizations all over the county, and lots of information to share, food, the vendors from the farmers market's going to stay. We're going to celebrate the fantastic diversity of this town, of Tarrytown, and of all the areas nearby. I invite you to join us in celebration, to come to our event, and maybe we can also make that an annual event. I invite you to visit the Greenburgh Human Rights Facebook page. We have a GoFundMe campaign there, so we can pay for this rally. But if you want to get more involved in our committee, please send me a message through the Greenburgh Human Rights Facebook page, or actually you can ask Paul to connect with me, because Paul has my email and number on speed dial. I want to thank the Greenburgh Town Government for supporting the Human Rights Advisory Committee for all these years. I especially want to thank the village of Tarrytown for being so accommodating in the plans that we're making for this Pride rally. I also want to shout out to my co-chairs, Jenny Rose Kogan and Mackenzie Lorario, for helping put this together. We have a huge committee of people of all genders and sexual orientations who are helping us out, and I look forward to working with all of you to make Greenburgh, keep Greenburgh great.